Hey everyone, welcome to the channel where we share incredible stories from ordinary people. My name is Ethan and I'll be your host today. I've got a story that really changed the way I see strangers. And trust me, it's unusual, touching, and a little surprising. So sit back, get comfortable, and let's dive in. Hey everyone, I'm Ethan. So this happened back in 7th grade. And to this day, my soul still leaves my body whenever I remember it. You know those memories that randomly wake you up at 3 a.m. Yeah, this is one of those. Back in middle school, our science teacher had exactly one rule. Not 10. Not a list. Just one. Do not touch anything on the lab tables unless I say so. A simple rule. A reasonable rule. A rule designed to keep the school from becoming a headline. And honestly, most students followed it. Unfortunately, I was not most students. I was one of those kids who viewed rules as suggestions. Or challenges. Sometimes both. So we walk into the science lab one day. And instantly, my eyes lock onto it. A small container. Just sitting there. No labels. No warnings. No tape. No skull symbol. It was just existing. Menacingly. It had that unexplained energy. Like it was daring someone to open it. And that someone was me. Now I should clarify. I wasn't trying to cause chaos. I wasn't even trying to be rebellious. My brain simply went, well, if it's here, it must be safe, right? Incorrect. Very incorrect. So while everyone else was sitting down, being normal human beings, I casually walk over. I look around. No teacher yet. Perfect. I lift the lid. Inside was the fluffiest white powder I had ever seen. Soft. Light, almost inviting. My brain immediately jumped to one conclusion. Wow, science baking. I assume it's flour, or cornstarch, or some educational marshmallow dust. And then I do the worst possible thing. I poke it. Not aggressively, just a tiny poke, like a curious raccoon. The entire container erupts. A massive white cloud explodes upward, engulfing my face, my hair, my soul. It looked like I had just summoned an ancient spirit made of drywall. And instead of stepping back like a smart person, I inhaled deeply. At that exact moment, the door opens, and in walks the teacher. He stops, just freezes. I'm standing there, completely covered in white powder. Eyes wide, lungs full, looking like a ghost who died of academic curiosity. There is a long pause. Then he asks, very calmly, "Did you touch the thing?" I try to speak. I really do. But instead of words, I cough, and a perfect puff of white powder shoots out of my mouth. Like a sad, very stupid dragon. Silence. Absolute silence. Turns out what I had just stuck my hand into was a container of lycopodium powder, which, for those who don't know, is basically magician flash powder. But for nerds. The teacher pinches the bridge of his nose, sighs, looks directly at me, and says, "Congratulations. You are now the reason this rule exists." I was escorted to the nurse, still coughing, still dusty, still processing my life choices. And from that day on, I was no longer known by my real name. My classmates renamed me. They called me Dust Lord. That name followed me for the rest of the year. Teachers knew it. Students knew it. I overheard it in the hallways. Legend has it, the container was never left unattended again. And honestly, well, thanks for listening. I'm Ethan, and I will see you in the next story.